Hey Soul Family, Dawn here, your soul therapist, and it is Soul Therapy Thursday. So, I promised that I would be back strong, that I would up my consistency game, and I feel kind of special because some of y'all really missed me and were reaching out and was like, "Hey, what's up? Where's the Soul Therapy Thursday?" So, I did attempt to do the live a few moments ago, but I noticed because I'm doing it on my phone, my finger was over the speaker. So I'm just going to do it again because I don't want you guys to miss any nuggets. So today's title of Soul Therapy Thursday is When Things Don't Work Out, Pivot. We have to learn to pivot. Now, Friends, the show Friends is one of my all-time favorite shows. Ross was my dude. Ross was my favorite character. I loved all 6 of them, but Ross was that dude. And he was moving into an apartment and they were moving a couch. I can't remember what. I'm going to find the episode and the season and the episode. And I'm going to leave it in the comments because if you're fans of Friends like I am, you're going to want to watch it again. So anyway, they're moving the couch and they're trying to, the little New York City apartments, and they got stuck and they're trying to, and Ross with his controlling self is trying to get them to get the couch upstairs. And he just kept yelling, pivot, pivot, pivot. And it just was funny. He did it way better than I did. But I couldn't help but to think about my favorite episode when I thought about what I want to talk about tonight. And the reason why I said when things don't work out, is because I'm in the midst of something not working out. So I want to use exactly what I'm going through and hopefully it'll encourage you guys. And I want to share the 3 things that I really learned as I was reflecting on this day. So this coming weekend, starting tomorrow, I was supposed to have 2 soul therapy circles that were quite a ways from me. But I had to cancel them due to not enough people registering. I just could not justify the expense of travel and everything, and not having met the goal of having people there. Or enough people there to make it worth all of our whiles. So I was really disappointed. And truth be told, I still am a little bit, because I was really just looking forward to pouring into women. I was really looking forward to us doing some of our soul work together, and me sharing my magic, which is so different in person. I do a lot of my work online and virtually, and I love it. So grateful for technology. But those in-person connections are powerful, and I want to travel and share that with more people. So anyway, I was really disappointed. And I started reflecting about how far I've come, how much soul work I've done, and how I'm really on the other side and I'm able to see so much. I'm able to see a different dawn, a new dawn. So the first thing I did was I decided to make a different decision. And so that's the point 1. I use this as an opportunity to make a different decision, because what used to happen to me is a lot of negative self-talk. I used to beat myself up. See, nobody wants to hear what you have to say anyway. See, you're speaking to crickets. There's nobody even out there. It's just, you know how it is. I know I'm not alone with this crazy self-talk that goes on that we have to manage. And that's part of our healing journey. And so I decided to not listen to that negative self-talk because I know the truth. I decided a long time ago to not give in to the lie anymore. So I became more aware of the negative self-talk, and I just made a different decision. So one of the reasons I'm holding my phone and doing this live is because I decided to pick up and go to my favorite place, the beach. I decided to use this as an opportunity to just take some time, give myself some more self-care, but most importantly, I'm here to work on content that I want to be able to share with you guys. And so I am here until I get that done. So I'm really, really excited about it. I wish I could show you the views of all the beautiful ocean, but it's dark. You won't be able to see it. Maybe I'll do another live before I leave this place, and so you can see it. So that was the decision that I made. Instead of wallowing and being upset and disappointed, I reframed it and I changed my perspective on it. And I put action behind it. I did something different. I was going to spend the money to travel anyway, so I went ahead and did this. So the first thing, as I said, was taking the things that don't work out as an opportunity to make a different decision. The second thing is that there are so many things that happen in our life that are blessings in disguise. I don't know why it didn't work out with what I had planned, but I'm sure there's a reason. But the key for me is that I don't have to know the reason. We don't always have to know and understand the reason for everything in life. Who told us that lie? It's a lie. We don't. There are just things in life we're not going to understand, and nor should we. I'm learning to trust the flow of life, and that is number 3. After I recognize that some things are just blessings in disguise, I get to be in an upgraded room on the beach, my favorite place, and I get to really focus and dive into what I want to share with you all. And so that's a blessing in disguise. And as I'm learning to go with the flow of life, it's easier to not be as upset about things that don't work out as I plan. So I wanted to share those things with you. Using disappointments as opportunities to make different decisions, looking at things as blessings in disguise, and practicing the flow of life, just going with the flow. And being at the ocean, I love the flow because you can, as the waves, there's just a natural rhythm and flow of life. And so, what do you need to pivot? What do you need to pivot? What's going on in your life where you may need to pivot, where you may need to maybe take one of these 3 things, make a different decision, look at something as a blessing in disguise, even if you don't understand it, or practicing the flow of life. We don't just come into the world in the flow of life necessarily. We learn, we are like snatched out of it. And then as we grow, as we get older, we have to learn to get back into it. So if there's nothing going on with you right now, think about a recent time, an event or something that disappointed you, and see if there is anywhere in there where you could have pivoted. That way, when you're disappointed next time, you kind of have a strategy on how to tackle it. So that's all I really wanted to share with you guys tonight. And, oh, hey, Jacqueline. I'm really glad this resonates with you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. Don't be afraid to pivot. Don't be afraid to pivot. So thank you guys for watching. Wherever you are going to end up watching this, whether it's on a New Dawn Soul Therapy page, right in our group. I'm actually doing this live in our Soul Therapy group, or on Instagram. Leave me a comment. Let's start a conversation about the areas in our lives where we need to pivot. And I will see you guys next Thursday, if not before then. All right. So I'm going to go enjoy my time, and I'm going to crank out some awesome content for y'all. Have a great weekend and a great evening. Bye.